Today is 1769, nice, and I will be continuing work on psylocke, more on this battle droid dude, and I'll be putting together this incredible model from Games Workshop. I'm doing a second wash on the battle droid dude just to prep him for tomorrow, where he's going to get a nice sort of dry brush to get the highlights that I need, and then I'll start blocking in the black and the silver details. I'll just be doing psylocke skin today. I'll start the purple areas too, but it's mostly going to be focused on her skin. Her eyes were quite difficult to do today because of the heat in my flat was drying the paint so fast that it was almost dry as I got the brush to her face, which made everything a lot harder than it actually needed to be. Just a few snips and a bit of glue and this lovely Terminator model will be stuck together. I'm actually really excited by this model, and he might jump ahead of the schedule to get painted sooner rather than later. I think it's a really gorgeous model, and it brings back so many memories of when I was younger, just staring at different codexes and things like that. Really lovely model. Well done, Games Workshop. I also thought it was time to start another commission for my friend that I did the Riptide for. If you watch previous videos, you know that. However, it does need cleaning because this thing is dirtier than your mum. So I will be giving that a good scrub. I'll let that soak today and then clean it up tomorrow. Just a quick bit of warm soapy water, and this dirty boy can soak overnight. So I'm happy with the progress of psylocke. Her eyes were a pain in the backside that I really didn't need today, but they're out of the way now, thankfully. I'm super happy with the way this guy is coming out. He should be done fairly quickly from here on in. It's just a matter of detailing and highlights. And this is a really, really nice model. What else can I say? It's a really well done model, and the nostalgic feels are immensely high. Today is 1770, and it's also my partner's birthday, so all I'm going to do for my hobby streak is give this dude a couple of bits of dry brushing and give this arm a wash. I'm trying to sort of get a similar look to what they've got on the actual game, although not exactly really achieving it. I think I'm going to have to, after the dry brushing tomorrow, go in and give it a quick once over with a very thin wash of the colour of that I've got right now, and hopefully that should match to what I want. As you can see, for me, there's something not quite right there. Hopefully the wash will sort it out, and then it'll be fine. Then I'll just do all the detailing. I'll also be finishing off psylocke as well tomorrow, and get hopefully both of these two guys will be done and out of the way. Getting this arm cleaned was a little bit of a struggle because there's quite a lot of sort of gunk and grossness in there. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but it's all gone now. I'll start putting the rest of it together tomorrow, and then we'll build it up from there. Today is 1771. I'll be finishing psylocke apart from the base. I'll also be finishing off this battle droid commander as well, and I'll start sticking together this imperial knight for a commission. I'm going to do a quick wash of the previous wash. It's going to be much lighter, just to sort of darken up the his actual highlights. I think they're a bit too bright, and after I've done that, I'll paint his metal, and then he'll be pretty much done. As for psylocke, it's just the ribbon around her waist, her sword, and her psychic knife, and I'll start the sentinel's foot, but the rest of it I will finish tomorrow. As for the imperial knight, it'll just be its legs that get put together today. I'm gonna build this in substructures, so that way it's easier for me to paint. I'm also not going to stick most of the armor on, because again, it'll be easier to paint and get sort of behind the behind all the armor, so I can get to the more sort of detail bits. So that's the knight half built. I'll be doing the body tomorrow. I'll probably do the arms, or the other arm, the next day. I'm really happy with the way psylocke's come out. I just need to finish off her base, and then she'll be finished, but that's a job for tomorrow. And I'll also be doing the base on the droid commander. I'm quite a lot happier with the way he's come out now. I think the wash, doing another wash, was definitely a good idea. Today is 1772. I'll be finishing the bases on psylocke and the battle droid. I'll be putting together a little bit more of the imperial knight. I'll be starting Jackie Tyler from the 9th Doctor and Companions box set from Warlord Games. And finally, I'll also be starting work on these 4 zombie-side zombies. The bases for the psylocke and the battle droid are not going to take long whatsoever. It's just a case of painting them grey, adding the highlights, give them a wash, and then doing the rim on the base, and they'll all be sorted. With Jackie, I'm going to dry brush her trousers to make them a little bit more greyer. She's kind of wearing a tracksuit, so I'll be doing that. I'll dry brush it to Escher grey, which is a very sort of darkish grey. It's a little bit darker than Mechanicus standard grey, and then I'll start work on her pink, and then give that a little bit of a wash, and that's all I'll get done for her today. For the zombie side zombies, it's just going to be a quick once over on the trousers with some contrast paint, so I can get a rough idea of what colours I want. It turns out they seem to also be wearing tracksuit bottoms similar to Jackie, so I'll have to work on the stripes and come up with what colours I want for the trousers tomorrow. A couple of things come up during my hobby chic period, so I kind of ended up running out of time. I am still going to get together the beginning of the body for the Imperial Knight, but that's as much as I can do today. That's Psylocke and the Droid Commander out of the way. Absolutely lovely models. Really like Psylocke. She's one of my favourite characters, and Atomic Mass have done a bang-up job. Jackie is well underway. I'll continue the pink tomorrow and probably get her flesh done as well. And once I do the highlights tomorrow on the legs, I'll also start working on the Ugg boots and the overcoats. The person who commissioned me to do the Imperial Knight isn't in any hurry to get it back, so not getting that much progress done isn't too much of a problem, but hopefully more tomorrow. Today is 1773, and I'll be working on Jackie Tyler. In my infinite wisdom, I completely forgot to paint the eyes on this guy, so I'll be sorting that mistake out. I'll also be putting more colour on the zombies. I'll be doing the highlights on the trousers, and I'll be working out which colours I'm going to do for their coats. And finally, I'll be getting a little bit more done on the Imperial Titan. It wasn't until this morning when I was looking at what else I was going to carry on with that I realised that I completely negated the droid's eyes. So, quick job, do that first, get it out of the way. With the zombies, I got the highlights on the trousers out of the way and then chose specific colours for their coats. I've gone for a more brighter, sort of colourful thing, so that way the blood and the gore stands out a lot more than if everything is sort of all black and boring. And finally today on the painting schedule, I'm going to be finishing off Jackie's bright pink tracksuit, and I'll start her flesh by giving it a base coat and then a wash, and then I will finish her tomorrow. As for the Imperial Titan, I will have to put a couple of elastic bands around the model just to get a proper good tight seal on the glue. I'm going to leave that to cure for 24 hours, and then I will continue work on the rest of it tomorrow. So there's Jackie's tracksuit all finished, just her skin, hair and shoes to do. Pink is quite a nice colour of paint. You think it's going to cause more problems than it actually does. And hopefully next time I do a battle droid, I won't forget to do their eyes, but that's this guy now 100% complete. I'll give the zombies a dry brush of their of the next layer tomorrow and get that more out of the way. And as I said, I'm going to leave this for 24 hours just to make sure that bond is as strong as it can be, because I don't want anything falling off while I'm trying to paint it. Today is 1774 and it's a Saturday. Completely forgot that it was a Saturday, so I'll just be finishing off Jackie Tyler, and I'll do the highlighting on the coats of these zombies. Just a quick dry brush for the zombies with the appropriate highlight. I've noticed that it appears to be, the bit on the back appears to be open. I thought that was part of the coat, but I think that's actually part of the skin, so I have to recolour that and sort that out tomorrow and finish them off as well. Just need to finish the face, the hair and the shoes of Jackie. I'm struggling with doing eyes at the moment because the heat in the UK has been horrendous, and it has really messed up my paintbrush, so I can't get the point that I need. So I think I'm going to have to invest in a new paintbrush shortly, but there's nothing else I kind of want, so I don't want to spend a lot of money on a paintbrush. But still, needs must. And there's the finished Jackie. She's not too bad, but again, her eyes could have been a lot better if it wasn't for the overwhelming heat and the fact that I need to get a new brush. And I also quickly did a once-over for the Ugg boots with these zombies. I will finish those girls tomorrow, and that'll be the week done then. Today is 1775. I'll be putting the rest of the body together for the Imperial Knight. And I will finish off these 4 zombies as well. I'm finishing sticking the rest of the head and body together, so that way I can get it sort of sprayed up on Tuesday after I do the arms on Monday, and hopefully start painting fully on the Wednesday. While sticking the model together, I did come across a problem though. I'm missing a piece from the sprue, the bit that enables me to connect to the head to the actual model itself. The guy that I'm doing it for wants the head to move, so I need to sort of jerry-rig something up to get that into place. So that's a bit of a problem, but that's tomorrow's problem. Not much left to do with the zombies, so it's just finishing off the flesh and a few tiny extra details, and then basing, and then done. I'll have to wait tomorrow to varnish them and everything, and then add the gore. So that's the night build nearly out of the way. I just need to do one of the weapon systems and the arm, and then I'll be ready for spraying. And that's 4 more zombies as well. That's also out of the way. Very happy with how this week's gone. We've got a fair amount finished, and we've got a big build for the commission well underway. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. Think about giving us a subscribe, and I hope to see you next week. Thanks again. Bye, Z's.